All right then, guys. Good evening. I hope you're doing all. I got my words back to front then. Hope you are doing all good. Um, let's get the lighting right. It's a little bit dim. A little bit dim. Where are we? There you go. That's a bit better. Right then. Thanks to everybody who's obviously taken part in this one. Got obviously the minis closed and all that kind of stuff. Didn't take too long, really. I think I dropped it late on Saturday, didn't I? So initially I wanted to get this broke like last weekend, but as I say, yeah, I won't go through all the stuff with my dad again. But obviously we've still got like obviously stuff eBay website and everything, but he's slowing down now as we're getting through the stock and stuff like that, because we are like obviously running things down on that side of the business. Definitely going to focus on brakes, I think, going forward. So we're just trying to figure out whether or not what the best option is. I do think that we will probably I don't know whether we're going to potentially, so that we can get like the new Tops products, I think we will look to try and partner with like a sort of Tops, what's best, like a person who gets like who's got a Tops direct account. We do obviously have the opportunity to get some top stuff through distributors, but it's very, very unreliable. And I personally think we might struggle to keep up with everybody again. So we're kind of like going back into a bit of a building phase, but we'll be definitely doing a little bit of sort of partnering with people and stuff like that. But we'll see how that all pans out. A few more conversations need to take place to know exactly where we stand and that we're happy with everything, and also that we don't disappoint anybody by, you know, obviously, as I'm finding out, you know, I've probably got capacity to break, say, twice a week. And John, as I've said before, probably once a week. So it would be good with all the new top stuff coming out if we could do that and be breaking 3 times a week again. Reality of that is, though, is that I don't see a future, because I mean, yeah, again, if you look at the group members on this group, obviously we haven't grown as a group for a long time, and we're actually, I think we like used to have about 660 members, and we're down to like 629. So whether that's like fake accounts and pseudo accounts and stuff like that, like bots and stuff being obviously taken down from Facebook, but we don't get any new member requests anymore. There's when I went and visited the it was like the Yorkshire Card Show takeover at the NEC. It was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. It was actually bigger than I thought it would be. And when I saw, you know, who was there, and obviously eBay were there, eBay Live, Golding were there, so I dropped off my Millie Bobby Brown autograph patch card for the Golding to sell, because I've just been having a load of time wasters over the last couple of months in the UK, so it's going off to America, so Golding can deal with it. I don't know what else really. There was just loads of others. There's predominantly Pokemon still, but as I say, there was still some sports card guys and some sport card guys that I know as well. But I wasn't there. Look, I was there with like my little boy, and like he was like looking at Pokemon stuff, and so was I, to be fair. But yeah, obviously the one thing I don't need more of at the moment is sports cards. So I'm trying to figure out how to sell what we've got, kind of thing. So it's one of those. But we will, I think, as I say, we will be focusing on breaks. we will still be breaking in the group. That's a definite. I think, as I say, John will take that lion's share of breaking in the group. And then, as I say, if I break once a week in the group, or if obviously needs must, if I need to break on Whatnot, I'll break on Whatnot. I think it's unavoidable now, as I say, speaking to a lot of the other guys who are not even breakers, but just people who like sell singles or whatever. That's where their presence is. Obviously, I think eBay Live might get some traction soon as well. I'm not sure about Fanatics Live yet. They're very restrictive. They only want like their breakers who they're supplying, vetted breakers on their platform. So obviously, we won't get on there at the moment. And as I say, from what I can tell, they want you to be like turning over like nearly £250,000 a year, which is like over twice what we turn over what we've turned over in our best year. So yeah, we're nowhere near that sort of size yet. But yeah, we've got plans, we've got hope, all the rest of it. We're still going to have access to Panini products, albeit they will be unlicensed. However, what I will say to that is that we were offered some of the basketball Panini unlicensed products, excuse me, and they were, I think, about $40-50 cheaper. But this is Don Russ as well, which is like normally £180 box type of thing. So they were supply price to us about probably 40% cheaper than they were last year when they were licensed. So hopefully, we will. Well, I say hopefully. There's no doubt in my mind that we'll still see Donruss football next year. And it'll be pretty much like it has been for the last couple of years, I would imagine, where they'll still have decent autograph signs in there, that they'll have signed individual deals with, to obviously have their autographs. Probably switch to more of a, I don't know. I don't think they can. Maybe they will bring the prospects into it if they've still got like the college stuff. I'm really not sure, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, with those brands. But like, as I say, I'd imagine they will release obviously Don Russ, all the main ones. So they'll definitely do Don Russ. I think they'll maybe do a Mosaic, obviously Prism, Optic, and Select. They're going to do that, I think, for football, because they do it for baseball, or they tend to do those sets for baseball. So I'd be surprised if they don't do it for football. So we'll still have those kinds of things that we'll have access to, and they'll be a hell of a lot cheaper. I mean, to think that we might get Prism for like under like £200 a box or $200 a box, rather than that's where I would imagine it would be based on what the cost of like a baseball Prism box is. So that would be interesting if that happens, but yeah, I won't want anything to do with if Prism boxes next year for football are more than probably like £200, £175 in that kind of range. I'd be really, really surprised. But we'll keep our eyes open. We've got Malcolm and David in the house. How you doing, guys? All good. So yeah, we're doing okay. Posting's taking longer than expected, to be honest. We're still working out the kinks with it. Obviously, I had those 3 breaks to sort out, so I managed to get those all sorted out. We were obviously, I'd forgotten that that last weekend was Valentine's Day as well, so I thought that I'd have time over the weekend to get everything packaged, get everything posted, and that didn't happen because obviously me and my wife were out all day Saturday. I'd forgotten it was her treat. Not that it was a problem. Obviously, it still happened. I just went along with it. I didn't say that I'd forgotten to her, obviously, and I knew it was Valentine's Day. But and then we were over her mum and dad's way on the Sunday, so we had like breakfast and stuff over there, and then went and saw my mum on the afternoon. So the weekend was a washout. So we're at a stage now where all the card breaks are sorted, all the previous ones. So my plan now will be to get those all packaged and then get labels. So we'll probably get them packaged hopefully tomorrow afternoon and evening, and then get all the labels sorted on Friday. If that's the case, we'll be able to drop off on Saturday. So you'll, again, hopefully you'll start getting them from next week onwards. So I do apologise again for the delay in that. Little bit of learning, as I say, coming from it really. So we'll be all good. It's all in hand. So that's it really. We have got Select due to be delivered. Select football boxes due to be delivered next week. As it stands, I think I'm right in saying this, those Select hobby boxes will be the last hobby boxes, licensed hobby boxes that we're going to get. I think we've got International Prism due, International Prism boxes due as well. Obviously, they're international hobby boxes, whatever you want to call them. And I know that they are doing a release of Prism Black through Panini. We haven't been allocated any of those yet, so I'm absolutely gutted if that stays the same. Because I thought we might get one of those because they're due out in March. So that would have been a good way to say it for us to do, like, you know, our last Panini licensed break before we look on the horizon of what Topps are going to do with the license, and that would have been really cool. But I'll keep an eye open to see if I can get one. For a decent price, but I don't think I will. I think their price on those Prism Black football boxes is going to go really high, and I just don't. I know that if they're around about the £1,000 mark, with the way that breaks are filling in this group, I'm going to lose money. I know I'm going to lose money. So, and probably like a couple of £100, I would imagine, at a guess. So. We'll keep an eye open, but if we do manage to get one allocated, then like we'll be able to do something with that. But I've not had that order drop into my account yet, so that is a bit of a shame. But hey ho, tis what it is, and that's it really. But yeah, we'll keep you obviously posted on upcoming stuff. I've got a few calls to take with a couple of different people with Topps Direct accounts to see how they can help us and what their expectation would be of us. And again, it's got to match our. We're obviously quite laid back, and what's the word? We don't tend to overhype stuff. Do you know what I mean? We love the products. We love the same products as everybody else, but we're not going to overhype, and we're not all about like the value of cards and stuff like that. We're much more like collectors first and customers first, rather than trying to convince you that you've just pulled an amazingly rare card, which might well be rare, but we're not gonna make up the values like half of these people do, and then you only get disappointed when you think you've pulled £1,000 card and it turns out to be £100. We're not that type of person, so we've got to obviously match it. We're crap with social media as well. I say crap. We just again, we're busy with our families and with jobs and stuff like that. So posting and sitting on social media doing posts and all that type of stuff is just not something that we're very good at. So if we do partner with people, that will be something that we'll be looking ourselves to sort of improve and all that kind of thing. Not like we'll have a social media manager, not like we can afford to do that, but it'll be more so like like if they can give us pointers on what they expect us to do, so that we can like schedule posts and all that kind of stuff. Try and grow our presence a little bit, but yeah, it's onwards and upwards. And hopefully we can partner with a few people and keep helping out the people that we have been able to help out whilst we've had like the Panini allocations. And obviously back 18 months, 2 years ago, when we used to get like 5 or 6 boxes of each hobby product, which was amazing, compared to now, like we don't get every hobby release now. As I say, not getting Panini Black will be an absolute wounder. And obviously we haven't had things like, I don't even know if they did, but they didn't Did we have immaculate? Yeah, we had immaculate, didn't we, this year? But I don't think did we have impeccable? Can't remember. And all that. So we'll see. But it's one of those. It's winding down. And even with my dad, if my dad would still have been knocking around, I think we would have been knocking on the head the Panini kind of retail, eBay, and website stuff. Not because it's not good business, but it's just I just was starting to get to the point where I was feeling like that it was upsetting not upsetting my dad, but like it was taken away from him enjoying his retirement, because he used to have to stay in for deliveries and then obviously do all the posting. And when we were posting out, like when you're posting out sort of like, I don't know, it was an average of maybe like 7 or 8 packages per day. Some would filter in overnight and some would filter in as the day. And my dad was like, he would just wanted to get them out, so he like dispatched stuff pretty much like the same day, every day. And I just felt like that was getting a bit of a bind for him. Sadly, we didn't, obviously we didn't anticipate that he was going to pass away. We didn't know he was poorly, as I say, but with the way that things have turned out, that never happened. So I'll always feel guilty, sad that I didn't get to do that to my dad and give him his time back in retirement, But everybody keeps on telling me he was happy doing what he was doing and it gave him purpose and, all the rest of it. That's what my mum's kept on saying and everything. So, we'll just move on. But yeah, we're here to break Optic. I'll do a quick team run through. We've got 6 people in at the moment. As I say, so we've got quite a few people in this break, which is cool. Yeah, so we'll just do a team run through and we'll get started, guys. Like I say, it'll be. I think John's going to drop a no huddle prison break next. So I don't know when he'll plan to break that. Whether he'll put it up and break it over the weekend or look to break it like early next week. If it takes a sort of 5 days to fill, if he were to drop it tomorrow or Friday, we'd probably be looking at Monday or Tuesday break on that if it followed a similar pattern to this one. But it obviously depends on his availability. He is still training for the London Marathon, despite what happened with my dad. He's still carrying on. So really proud of him being able to do that. And ultimately, he was doing it as a fundraiser for his wife's father, who passed away from prostate cancer around about 10 years ago. So it's got double meaning now, with my dad obviously also succumbing to, we don't even know what started it, but obviously, widespread metastatic advanced cancer and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's rather poignant. I feel bad because I kind of feel like I need to run the marathon with him, but I mean, no, I need to probably lose about 6 stone before I'm in any shape to be able to do that, and I'd need to train as much as John has done over the past 12 to 18 months as well. So as I say, one of those things. But yeah, I'll do something. I'm looking at doing sort of like a golf challenge later. I think they do it around about like the summer solstice sort of time. They'll do like the thing where it's like you'll play like 36 holes of golf within 24 hours or something like that. I think I've seen like various like cancer charities doing that kind of a thing. So I might sign up for something like that. If I can try and rope in some of my mates to do that and like raise a bit of money for charity as well. But we'll see. That's my kind of challenge. As I say, I've never been a runner. I was always the type of person who go to the gym and just lift weights and do minimal cardio and stuff like that. I was not that. That's more my build. Sort of more heavy lifting than blowing out my arse. But yeah, we'll get going anyway. So starting us off with the Cardinals, we've got Dave Kirkwood. Then we've got the Falcons with Terry Kelly. We've got the Ravens with Ash Hill. The Bills with Malcolm Campbell. Panthers with Daniel Marsh. The Bears with Matthew Hawker. We've got Perrin with his Bengals. We've got Tom Chapman picked up the Browns in the Browns mini. We've got the Cowboys with Terry Kelly. We've got the Broncos and the Lions with Tom Chapman. Packers with Malcolm Campbell, Texans with Dave Kirkwood in a mini, Colts with Kev Warboys, Jaguars with Ali Ward. Welcome to the group, Ali. Not sure if you break anywhere else or anything like that. Obviously, if you've got any questions, obviously do fire away. But thanks for jumping in to this one, Ali, and good luck. We got the Chiefs with Brian Kyle. The Chargers went to Cy Jones in a mini, and Cy Jones has also got the Raiders. We got the Rams with Tom Richardson. Dolphins went to Cy Jones in a mini. Vikings with Jake Martin. Patriots with Nathan Jones, and the Saints with Jake Martin also. The Giants with Dave Kirkwood. He looked out in that Giants mini and picked up all three teams. Including, well, what were the three teams that he picked up? It was the Texans, the Cardinals, and obviously the Giants. So congrats on that one, Dave. That was a clean sweep for you. We got the Jets with Bill Campbell, Tom Richardson with the Eagles, Tom Richardson with the Steelers, Dan Owen with his 49ers, Tyler Harry with his Seahawks, Tom Chapman with the Bucks, Dave Palmer with the Titans, and Malcolm Campbell picked up the Washington. I've got Washington football team on here. It's Washington Commanders. I must have used an old list to to copy in the prices on this one. Anyway, I just had the notification that Walsall have kicked off against Grimsby. So, Walsall are not doing well at the moment. They've definitely taken a bit of a dip. But we actually haven't been to a Walsall game since, I think the last one I went to was late November, even though we're season ticket holders. I don't think me and my brother are quite ready. Every single Walsall game I think I've ever been to, bar maybe one or two when my dad and my mum were on holiday. Me and my brother have always been to with my dad. So it's like, yeah, it's going to take a bit of time, I think, getting used to that. I hope we get back before the end of the season, but my mum's also said she'd like to come and start going to the Walsall games as well. When it's nice weather, though, I don't think she'll like it when it's cold. So we'll see how that goes. Right, let's get us started with our Phoenix Blaster. This is our first Phoenix Blaster. This first Phoenix Blaster that I've opened. So we're looking for the hyper parallels. And what are they? Do they have the? Yeah, so you've still got like the Phoenician. Is it the? Yeah, so the Phoenicians and the Colour Blasts are the SSPs in this, aren't they? And then obviously in Optic we'll be looking for the Downtowns. So yeah, so ultra rare Phoenicians, and then obviously there's the chance of the Phoenix Colour Blasts, so which are quite nice as well. All right then, guys. Good luck, everybody. See how we get on. Hopefully, everybody had a good Valentine's Day and a good weekend. So we've got rookie of Malachi Starks, Quincy Williams for the Jets, Geno Smith for the Raiders, and Marquise Brown for the Chiefs. I'll tell you what, we didn't get many Phoenix boxes, did we, this year? Because these cards do not look familiar to me at all. So I'm almost wondering, did John break our Phoenix box, or did I? I don't even remember opening one myself. So how weird. It's been such a strange year this year. Normally, as I say, we not that long ago, we used to do, two or three boxes. There's a good one. Shador Sanders for the Browns, base rookie. Jonnu Smith, Calais Campbell, and Adonai Mitchell. But yeah, we definitely missed out not getting on Whatnot earlier. And then I think a lot of people who used to break with us on Facebook now use Whatnot, because obviously our first show that we did on Whatnot, obviously a lot of you guys went on Whatnot as well, which goes to show that like a lot of people use Whatnot. But there were people who were on there. There were probably about at least 8 or 9 people who ended up taking teams on there that haven't broken the group for months and months and months, but they were on Whatnot. And does everybody remember Kieran Casey? If anybody remembers Kieran, they'll know he absolutely lost his lost it when we did a pick one get one. Was it a pick one get one? And we gave and we put this was last year, and we did Washington Commanders as the prize giveaway in the get one side of things, and because he couldn't claim them, he had a rant of epic proportions, and like me and John were like, what on earth happened there? Like I think he made like some kind of accusation that something dodgy was going on or something, because we weren't putting them available or whatever when we were randoming them to everybody who was in the break anyway. But he actually bought into our first and second Whatnot break and took the Commanders. So you know, it's one of those. Like, we would have had him back in the group. Like, it wouldn't have bothered us. Like, but we didn't expect an apology. It was just one of those where, you know, we tried to explain ourselves, and he was a bit upset. Anyway, Trey Amos, rookie for the Commanders, and then that is our first hyper card. Always quite a nice. I always like the hyper. But, Clay Matthews, hyper for the Browns. We got Devonta Smith for the Eagles and Xavier Legette. Or Xavier Legette. Yeah, so it kind of like, yeah, that our experience, because we've only done the 2 shows on Whatnot, and in fairness, the process of getting stuff sorted and packed was a lot more efficient. And I think if we go back to taking on, like, you know, 5 or 6 boxes at least that we need to break, if we do partner with some of these bigger tops breakers, we'll have to do some breaks on Whatnot, just to, you know, just to get through the volume, because we wouldn't be able to do it in the group anymore, I don't think. But it's not to say that we won't break in the group, but it gives people the option. All right then, Mason Taylor for the Jets, a Thunderbirds insert of Sam Darnold, Malik Neighbours and Aaron Jones. Kev Wall voice. Yeah, to be fair, mate. Yeah, what was it? It was the Anthony. It was AR, wasn't it? That year for the Colts did make the Colts a bit mental. But yeah, it's a swings and roundabouts with the pricing, isn't it? It's one, you know. God, I mean, was it 2023 and like the Texans with CJ Stroud? That was a mad year. 2023 prices were up there, and obviously 2022. You know, considering it was all about Brock Purdy, you know, that was. Yeah, with the 49ers, as soon as Brock Purdy started playing through that mad chain of events that got him starting, and he played decent. Like we were really worried about 2022 stuff, because we were thinking, oh great, you know, we've just got our allocations. We were like, oh yeah, we've got like 5 or 6 boxes of each hobby release coming, and then we didn't really have a quarterback to pin anybody onto. Oh, David, I bet Stroud ruined your balance. I bet he did, mate. I bet he did. Tyleik Williams for the Lions. Oh, look at that, doubling up. Tyleik Williams for the Lions on the hyper parallel as well. Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, and then Sam Laporte for the Lions. Yeah, so Justin Fields for the Bears ruined mine in 2021, I think. Justin Fields. Yeah, I literally, I don't know. That was like around. We started breaking around about 2021 from memory, and I don't know why I put that there. Yeah, I, I, well, before we started breaking, I had spent a silly amount of money on in 2021 for Justin Fields, and I think I think I ended up getting like 2 Justin Fields cards or something like that. And they weren't even like, I didn't even get an autograph or a case hit or anything, and I'd spent a lot of money. But yeah, it's not easy. Also, haven't set no Colts so far. We'll do our best. We'll do our best, right? So we've got a Jack Beck or Beach. Well, I don't even know how you'd say that, really. The Americans will probably say it funny, won't they? Jack Beck, I'm going to say, for the Raiders. Got Miles Garrett Hyper for the Browns. Jay Novacek for the Cowboys, and a Jerome Ford for the Browns. Seems to be a lot of Browns cards in this blaster box. 2 Browns Hypers. No Colts, yeah. That's always the thing, because there's only 24 cards in these, which for Phoenix seems a bit low on the card count. I don't know why. There's only 24 Phoenix cards in the blaster, but yeah. Mosaic, you've got, what's that? 32. Absolute, obviously you've got 48 cards in there. I think there's 19 Donruss or something like that. Was it 60? No, 90. So yeah. Anyway, that's the blaster. So that our base rookies was Jack Beck, Tyleik Williams, Mason Taylor, Trey Amos, Shader Sanders, and a Malachi Starks. We've got a Hyper Tyleik Williams, a Thunderbirds insert Sam Darnold, and a Miles Garrett Hyper for the Browns, and a Clay Matthews Hyper for the Browns. So just a little bit of a warm up. Obviously, everybody's here for the main event, which is obviously the Optic box. Optic. I haven't opened any Optic yet. I don't, because this was our only hobby box that we got sent this year. Last year we had, I think even last year we had 4 or 5 Optics. So we only had this one box of Optic sent through. We obviously had 2 boxes of Prism. Like I say, I don't think we're going to get any Prism Black, and we've got 2 boxes of Select coming next week. Oh, we might get it on Friday if it ships tomorrow. But there you go, empty box. Actually, I'll keep the box out so I can keep an eye on. Obviously, that's, I don't know, you probably can't see that, but we are looking for obviously downtown. We've got downtown duos, and we do have numbered Black Pandoras, gold vinyls from 25 down to 1. Then they've got the downtown legends, so those are the single ones, and then they do have regular downtowns as well, and all of those come in that Black Pandora gold and gold vinyl as well. And then all the others are rookie kings and your usual kind of inserts and stuff like that. Loads of numbered cards. I think you've got aqua, orange, blue, flex, red, pink velocity, jazz, electricity, purple, lime green, team logo, black Pandora, ice, gold, green, gold vinyl. Other one-on-ones in this one. So yeah, wish you all good luck. Obviously, we are looking for 1 auto. There'll be 20 base rated rookies as well. And then obviously the chase in here is obviously the downtown duos, and as I say, the downtown legends as well. And 9 numbered parallels. So let's get going. Oh dear. You should just Fields. That's coasters, nice one. Yes, yeah. I suppose that's the only bonus, isn't it? Is that the fact that I didn't get any cards means that I don't have to stare at them and just think, "Damn you!" But yeah, I literally got crap. It really was. Right, so we got Jaden Blue, rated rookie for the Cowboys, and we got a hollow, because we're obviously on Optic, they're not silvers, they're hollows. We've got Pat Frymouth for the Steelers, then Travis Kelce and an Aaron Rodgers. Feels weird there only being like 4 cards per pack as well. I can't get my head around that. Okay. But yeah, Optic always tends to have that like sort of premium feel. Actually, I was just thinking, Contenders Optic. I've not heard about Contenders yet, and I've not heard about Contenders Optic, and we are like up to March now, so I'd be surprised that they wouldn't do Contenders as a release, because I mean Contenders being like a mainstay like for Panini year on year on year on year. So what we got? We got a Black Pandora, so I think they're normally numbered out of 25. So probably my favourite insert as well, obviously, other than Cold Vinyl in these as well. But we've got an Abdul Carter, and it doesn't look like it's a rated rookie, so it's going to be a vet for the Giants. Oh, that would have been nice if it was a Jackson Dart. So it's a Tyrone Tracy Jr. Black Pandora. It's a bit hard to tell because like the just see it in the borders a little bit, like the background's quite bold. But yeah, we'll have a check on the numbering of that. Tank Bigsby and Tyler Algier. But yeah, number 3 of 25, guys. Man, if that would have been a Jackson Dart, that would have been a huge card. So. But do love the Black Pandoras. But yeah, it's a shame that it doesn't come through the picture at the back, if that makes sense. That is normally like just such a, you can just about make it out in the borders, which is a shame. You can kind of see it there. I don't know if you can see it there. But yeah, one of my favourite parallels are the Pandoras. The red Pandoras are normally nice as well. But yeah, Tyrone Tracy. So that's our first numbered card. So we should have 8 more. So we will keep count on that. So let's see if Panini keep up to their truth, their sort of promise. To get 14 numbered cards, I think. Didn't we get 14 numbered cards out of Prism? Well, obviously that's 8. This is 80 cards per box compared to 144 cards per box. So will have an effect. Oh, what we got now? Is it an ice or something in this next one? So we got Graham Mertz, Texans rookie. My house. So my house, Cam Ward. That does look like it might be an ice parallel, which might be quite a fruity number. So we'll check that in a minute. Victor Cruz and a Torrey Holt. Now, I think ice might be numbered less than Black Pandora, so will it be out of... No. So numbered out of 55, so I don't know what that is. Ice, Jazz, Electricity, Pink Velocity, Lime Green, Team Logo. But yeah, so it's 52 of 55. It's a nice card. What on earth will it be, though? Is it is there a blue ice or something like that? Because ice should come between Pandora and gold. But that is my house. Just trying to spot it on the... Still a nice card. Is then My House. So yeah, so My House, and then you got My House Black Pandora, Ice, Gold vinyl. So yeah, so the black right, okay, so the My House Black Pandoras are numbered out of 149, which seems mental. And then there's the Ice, which explains why that's higher numbered than the base Ice, which I'd imagine would be around about 15, but 52 out of 55. So still nice. I'll take that. Yeah, nice one. As I say, Cam Ward, My House, numbered out of 55. We'll take that any day of the week. That's what you like. But yeah, it is a lovely card, mate. It is a very, very nice card. Take that. It's I don't know if that's an intentional like sort of colour match as well, because obviously you've got like the blue in the background and then you've got the white. But I don't know if like the Ice would be the white. So I don't know if these white bits on the standard My House, we might get a My House in a bit actually, but I wonder if those bits are silver on the My House, but it kind of makes it more of a colour match, if that makes sense. So congrats on that one, David. Nice one. It's nice actually to sort of like be able to take my time on on a break like this as well. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of nice. And as I say, next week, because we've still got a Prism hobby box that we could that we can break at some point. Maybe when we've done Select next week, we might do another Prism hobby. We'll see. Ollie Gordon second, because I have a feeling that we're going to have a bit of a certainly March through to April. I don't know when they're going to bring out the first Tops football, one way or another, through what do we want to say, bake stealing and borrowing. We'll get some boxes of Tops football, because we've got to break some of those. We won't probably, even if we have to get them at retail, we'll get them at retail. It'll be we still need to sort of do it. Ollie Gordon second, rated rookie, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. on the red, James Conner, and a Russell Wilson in the Giants jersey. So you red out of 149, 49 of 149, Marvin Harrison Jr. But yeah, I've heard rumours that they were thinking that people were saying that they were going to try and get a 2026 Tops football set out as soon as April, but you normally find, obviously the draft is in April, and I mean last year it would have been like mid to late April, so I can't see them putting out a set until like May kind of time, really. I mean, like, you know, when you think about Panini, they didn't like put out, they don't normally release stuff until sort of like what, August kind of time with Score. So I know Topps like to hit it, but I don't think they'll do a set until like the season starts for the NFL. I just don't see it, unless they are able to make 2025 cards, and then they'll do if they do a Topps football 2025. Dare I say that would be amazing? I do not know, but it'd be interesting if they did. But some people have said that it wouldn't be 2025, so I don't know who to believe. I don't think anybody knows other than Topps. So Walter Nolan with the Cardinals, and then a hollow Darnell Mooney for the Falcons, and then Cooper Kupp, and then Alvin Kamara. And I still haven't watched the Super Bowl properly. I've watched the highlights, but I didn't watch the full thing. But to be honest, I don't think it was a particularly exciting match, was it? So good for the Seahawks, of course. So being like me with split loyalties between the Bears and the Bucks, there was nothing really there for me to get that excited about. But as I say, good congratulations to all of our sort of Seahawks fans, because we've got a fair few in the group. Caden Prather for the Bills, and then next insert is a passing grade Justin Herbert for the Chargers. Then we've got Arome Adunze and Lad McConkey. Yeah, my wife's on going on a hen do this weekend for her sister. It's like a half sister, same mum, different dad. But yeah, it's her hen do this weekend. So I am solo parenting all weekend, which is going to be something new. I've had him. I've never actually had him 100% through the night by myself. So with as you guys will know, with him having like the sleep apnea and things like that, we were always reluctant to sort of like leave him, especially my wife, sort of thing. So I've like looked after him when my wife's been poorly, and we haven't wanted to pass any germs onto Ted. So I've like looked after stuff like that, and I've done like bedtime put downs and stuff like that when she's been out and stuff like that. But I've never done it all the way through the night with him, and also let alone a weekend. So it'll be interesting, but he'll be fine. We were fine. So we've got Mike Green rated rookie for the Ravens, and then I think this is a lime green parallel of Jonnu Smith for the Steelers. Lime green's out of 50, so quite low numbered on that one. Calvin Ridley and a Jaden Reed. Now we haven't got, other than our lovely My House Cam Ward insert, we haven't got a numbered rated rookie yet. So most of all of our base numbered cards or base parallels so far are for the vets. So we've got 4 numbered cards now. 4 numbered cards so far. 2 hollows. 3 of those numbered cards are veterans. So that's there's Tetrioa. Oh my God, my word is not coming out. So Tetrioa McMillan. Ooh, we haven't got a parallel in this one for the Panthers, and then we've got Isaiah Likely, Jalen Waddle, and a Fred Warner. So that's like, are we going to say that's like the dud pack in the box? Hopefully. So I don't know how many packs will just have the rated rookie. Empty pack. Okay, so Taj Brooks, rookie for the Bengals, and then behind that, got a insert. That's going to be a throwback, isn't it, of some sort? That is Shaq Thompson. I recognise the patterning, but I don't know what is it 2015 retro maybe? And then we've got Christian McCaffrey and Tony Dorsey. I definitely remember that that colourways there. I can see 2015 retro. So I think that'll be what that will be. So it doesn't give you any indication. It does say there, in 2015, Thompson entered the NFL as the number 25 pick by the Panthers. So I'm going to guess that's a 2015 retro sort of insert. Taj Brooks there. How you doing, Dave? You all right, mate? Mr. Kirkwood's in. Got no dart cards for you yet, Dave. I'm afraid we did well for the other Davey, Mr. Palmer, with the Cam Ward but still looking for a dart for you. Harold Fannin Jr. And then, when I saw the Giants there, I was thinking we might be there, but we've got Russell Wilson, blue for the Giants, and that is 9 of 349. Then we've got Jordan Love and an AJ Brown. So 349. So yeah, 349. So base aqua. You've got aqua, orange, blue, and flex. So okay. So and we continue to just we need a couple of numbered rookies, I feel. We've got an aqua blue now, so we've got Tommy Melliott for the Raiders on the rated rookie, and then and again another numbered veteran. So this time it's Rashee Rice, and that is another one numbered out 349. So that's weird. You've got so does that mean that the aqua, orange, and blues are all numbered out of 349? That just seems a bit strange. Rashee Rice there for the Chiefs on the blue, Vinny Testaverde and Trey McBride. So I don't know why they've done that. Why would they have? They normally obviously graduate all of the parallels, so I don't know why they've not done the base aquas at say 499 or something like that, or 449 and then gone to the oranges for 399 and then down to the blues to 349. I don't know why they've done them all the same. I don't think we got any duplicate colours yet. I don't think we've got any duplicate colours on the parallels yet. So let's hold on to that. Lowest numbered is the Black Pandora. Oh yeah, that was for you, Dave, as well. That was probably the best. We got the Black Pandora Tyrone Tracy. Forgot about that. Sorry. So yeah, no Jackson Dart, but you have got the Black Pandora. It's 25 out of this one so far. We've got a flex parallel, and he's another veteran. So we've got DJ Giddens for the Colts, and then we have it's a decent one. Flex parallel for the Broncos of Bo Nix. Broncos is Tom Chapman, and that is 35 of 199. Then we've got Bijan Robinson and a Keon Coleman. So second year Bo Nix on the flex. On the flex parallel. But again, it's a vet. We want some numbered rookies, please. Rated rookie there, DJ Giddens for the Colts. Is that the first Colts card for you, Kev? Sorry about that, mate. Look, I just saw a Colts card on the back of this. Oh, God, another name. Carson Schwessinger. I'm going to guess that's who it is. For the Browns. And then for the Bucks, we've got a Doug Williams base, so no parallels in this one either. Kyle Pitts and a JT for the Colts. Oh, it's just flashed up. Just flashed up that Walsall are 1-0 up. My Lord. We haven't gone 1-0 up, I don't think, in some time. But there's been some speculation that the manager will be on the ropes, so it'll be interesting to see if the players respond and get a performance in, because they've been a bit inconsistent. I think it's a fair thing to say to them. Okay, then. So for the Bears, we've got a Luther Burden III on the rated rookie. We've got another blue coming up now. Right, he's our first rookie. Rookie parallel, and it is Curtis Rourke. Oh my days. Does this man look like he's a future star of the NFL? That is, they could surely, even with Photoshop, he surely could have done a better photo than that of Curtis Rourke. 154 of 249. That'll be going to Dan Owen. We got Michael Penix Jr. and Caleb Williams. So again, a couple of second-year QBs there with Penix and Williams. So one and only numbered rookie so far is Curtis Rourke for the 49ers. Kev slightly better, yeah. Yeah, we just need a nice numbered parallel now, or an autograph maybe, or even better, a case hit. Something like that might be nice. So we got Will Howard for the Steelers, and we got a hollow rated rookie of Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Puka Nacua base, and then Greg Zuerlein. I spent a lot of time sat at this desk today because I was doing a training course where we were allowed to, on the rare occasion, to kind of work from home for the training course, so we could concentrate easier. It was quite nice, although it is half term, so I did have my wife and child in the house, but yeah, they were really good, so there was no problems. It was quite nice, actually. Right, we've got Jalen Lane for the Commanders on the rated rookie, and then a captain in charge insert for the Eagles of Jalen Hurts. We've got Tyreek Hill and a Brian Robinson Jr. So, numbered card wise, how many we got there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've actually got 8 of our numbered cards now. We're still looking for an auto. So we've only got one numbered card left to come out, and we've got an autograph that we're still looking for. So it really is squeaky bum time, I'd say. It's not. As I say, the Cam Ward's definitely the best card so far, isn't it? Cam Ward is definitely the best card. I'm happy. I like the Bo Nix as well. It's a nice second-year QB card. Oh, we've got another flex. Yeah, we've got another flex insert coming here. So this will be our last numbered card based on what we're expecting to get. We've got RJ Harvey. Oh, he's a rated rookie. So let's go for it. So for the Ravens, it's a Malachi Starks rated rookie on the flex parallel. And it's 93 of 199. We've got Justin Herbert and a Bucky Irving. So I ended up getting 3 numbered cards with rookies on them. So 6-3 at the moment, but we've still got 3 packs left, and we still want our auto card. So oh God, this one's took a bit of a battery going through the. We've got an electric now, guys. So an extra numbered card. So we'd have 10 numbered cards with this one. So we've got a Trey Amos. He is a rated rookie. Shall we just go for it? Electric Nick Scotton for the Panthers. Electric, I'm not sure how much that'll be out of. I'm going to guess around about 175. No, actually 75. So 56 of 75 for the Panthers. Nick Scotton. Brandon Ayuk and Derwin James Jr. Always reminds me of Pokemon or something like that. Does the electricity? Just makes me think of Pikachu. I won't tell my son his favourite Pokemon is Pikachu. So we're kind of that's whenever I've been going to these card shows and stuff. I started in the sneaky Pikachu collection. I've got quite a few Pikachu bits and bobs myself from when I were just a young lad. But yeah, still looking for the auto. So is this going to be the auto? So TJ Sanders. Oh, it's a rated rookie. Is it the auto? Yes, it is the auto, and you can see there it is for the Eagles, and it is a hollow auto, and it's Andrew Makuba for the Eagles. Let's see if it's numbered. I'm not sure whether the hollows are. Yes, they are. So 78 of 199, Andrew Makuba, rated rookie for the Eagles. We've got Eli Manning and Drew Bledsoe. Who took the Eagles? Tom Richardson. So Tom Richardson's taking down the auto. We've got one pack left, guys. So we'll see where that lands us. Get that TJ Sanders bagged up for the Bills. Yeah, definitely a hit and miss product, isn't it? I've seen like sometimes you can get really loaded boxes, and as I say, it's not. We've got what we came for, you know, but obviously no case hit. We've got the numbered cards we were expecting. And this one hasn't got any parallels or anything. But we didn't hit one of the big QBs, did we? But I suppose we've got the Cam Ward My House, which is definitely the best card out of the box. Jalen Noel, rated rookie, and then we've got Steven Jackson, Cortland Sutton, and Deion Sanders. So yeah, not as good as Prism, was it? Not as good as Prism. So we'll see if Select next week can do anything for us. But yeah, I felt light on the rookies, I would say, as well. Like the vets definitely got more stuff. So these were the base rookies, just as a little recap. Jalen Noel, TJ Sanders, Trey Amos, RJ Harvey, Jalen Lane, Will Howard, Luther Burden, Carson Shiver Swinger. I just can't say his name. DJ Giddens, Tommy Mellott, not Melliot, Harold Fanning Jr., Taj Brooks, Tetrioa McMillan, Mike Green, Caden Prather, Walter Nolan, Ollie Gordon, Graham Mertz, Abdul Carter, and Jaden Blue. Let's do the vet inserts, which I think are these ones. So we've got the captain in charge, Jalen Hurts, Shaq Thompson, 2015 retro for the Panthers. I think I've got some of those actual design of cards in a binder somewhere. Justin Herbert, passing grade insert for the Chargers. Then we've got two hollows. We've got Darnell Mooney hollow for the Falcons, and then a Pat Frymouth hollow for the Steelers. Only rookie hollow was Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Then we've got our numbered vet card. So Bo Nix on the flex out of 199. The lowest numbered card that I think we got was this Tyrone Tracy on the Black Pandora for the Giants. Always nice to get a Black Pandora. Rashee Rice on, I think, the Aqua for the Chiefs, and that's at 349. Also Russell Wilson on the... Are they both the same? Oh no, they must both be the same there. They're both Aquas, sorry, for 349. So yeah, so the base Aquas must be 349, and then they go down from there. Lime green, Jonnu Smith, 40 of 50, and then the Marvin Harrison red out of 149. So as I say, when I first pulled that Russell Wilson, for some reason I thought that was more blue than aqua, but now I can see they are both aquas. So, yep. Okay, and then our numbered, we've got 4 numbered rookie cards. So we've got Nick Scotton for the Panthers on the electric parallel out of 75. Malachi Starks on the flex parallel for the Ravens out of 199. And then a Curtis Rourke on the blue out of 249. For the 49ers. And then the best card, the best pull of the box at least, is this Cam Ward My House Ice parallel. And that is numbered 52 of 55 for the Titans, Mr. Palmer. So then we got this hollow Andrew Mbuka auto for the Eagles. Nice clean signature at least. And then 78 of 199. So there we go, guys. So thanks ever so much. Like I say, keep your eyes open for your post. It should be with you, as I say, early part of next week. So yeah, fingers crossed we are at a point now where all breaks are sorted. So I'm going to focus on getting those packaged and out. This will be the first break in the next rotation of post. I just need to get the post done so that I can sort of breathe, because it's bothering me that it's been so long for you guys waiting. There's some nice cards to go out as well. So take care, guys, and thanks ever so much, and we'll see you next time.